Great to have you with us. It's a brand new season of Knicks basketball from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pidto along with Wally Szczerbiak. Great to see you, pal. What do you think?
It's about time. Let's go. Oh, I am excited for this season. I know these New York Knicks fans are really excited for this season. The buzz around this team is why you play professional basketball. It is a quote-unquote championship or bust type of scenario. I hate to use that term bust because you can accomplish a lot of great things in an NBA season and not win a championship. But I know the Knicks put all their chips in the middle of the table because that's what it's all about, winning that chip.
Off-season of consequence as we detail the two major moves, adding Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges. They also signed campaign to back up Brunson at the point. Julius Randle in the Cat trade, and Isaiah Hartenstein signed with OKC. Dante DiVincenzo also on his way to Minnesota. And Mitchell Robinson is out for the early season, still rehabbing his ankle injury. All right, the headline here is the acquisition of Karl-Anthony Towns. It happened just before training camp. It was a shocking Friday night when the news broke. Now that things have settled in a bit and we have the season opening tonight, what does he bring to the Knicks? Well,
he brings a perennial all-star, an all-NBA type player that has accomplished amazing things individually in his career. He's an outstanding three-point shooter and floor spacer for this Knicks team, which is going to complement Jalen Brunson in the pick and roll absolutely perfectly. He's won the NBA three-point contest at 7 feet tall. He is an outstanding stroke from deep. He can also protect the rim. If you want to win the East, you have to go through Embiid, Miles Turner, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Kristaps Porzingis. And he is the perfect matchup for all four of those guys. That's why the Knicks went out there and got him. He's an outstanding player that has really increased his defensive effectiveness. He was on a team last year, the Minnesota Timberwolves, along with Rudy Gobert. A lot of people wondered if two 7-footers could coexist on the floor together. In today's NBA game, they were the #1 defense in the NBA. And his defense was outstanding, showed the ability to guard smaller guys, very good showing out high in the pick and roll. He had an outstanding year last year. I know Minnesota was bummed to give him up, but Minnesota got a lot in return, and Julius Randle and DiVincenzo also.
And you're talking a lot about Cat on defense, and here he is about how he evolved on defense while with Minnesota.
Utilizing my length and my size and you know, my hands, you know, just being really good about getting steals and stuff. Just finding different ways to affect the game defensively and utilize what I do best.
His skill set speaks for itself. I think when you look at, you know, what he's done over a long period of time in the league, he's an elite shooting big, which allows you to play 5 out, a very good pick and roll player, but I think he also has the ability to put it on the floor, run the floor, play back to the basket, face up, put bigs at a big disadvantage, and we can play off that. And oftentimes his passing gets overlooked. And then defensively, the rebounding, and then to get back to the rim protection, you know, we think he can do that.
So people don't really talk about Cat on defense, but that seems to be a big part of the puzzle. And, of course, on offense, he gives the Knicks a stretch 5, and they have not had a stretch 5. You can make the case about KP, but nothing like this.
They don't talk about great offensive players on defense because they're so good on offense. So they say, he's not a great defender. He's a very good defender, very capable defender. He's one of 4 active players in the NBA for his career to average 22 points and 11 rebounds. His whole entire through his career. The other 3 are Embiid, Jokic, and Anthony Davis. This guy is an absolute superstar. The Knicks went out and got a superstar right in the middle of his prime. So now they have a window to compete for a championship for the next 4 years.
Knicks, of course, also went out and got Mikal Bridges. All those draft picks going to the Nets. Bridges now a Knick. Great on defense. Very good in terms of converting the 3 from the corner. What does he bring to this team overall?
Elite wing defender. He's really improved his offensive game. At Brooklyn, he averaged right around 20 points. When he started his career, he was a 3-and-D guy that was in the corner with the Phoenix Suns, spacing the floor, knocking down threes, and taking on the toughest defensive assignment. But now he's shown the ability to also play pick and roll. Those long arms are going to create a lot of havoc on the wings for Knicks opponents, along with OG Anunoby. And this was a big-time pickup because of the chemistry he has with the Villanova boys and Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges, big-time pickup, and the Knicks went all in to get him, giving up a lot of draft picks.
474 straight games played and that fits in well with his team and its culture. You mentioned his college teammates, reunited with them, and he talked about playing once again with Brunson and Josh Hart.
Helps a lot. I know how they play. Just reading off each other. They know how to play as well. So just that chemistry you just build for all them days in practice in college, and you kind of know how a guy play. It just helps. It just bringing new guys in, and me being a new guy, knowing like those two guys I don't have to worry about with chemistry. My biggest goal is try to be the best teammate and defense offensive player for my team and my teammates. I think that's the biggest thing. That's my goal, is just to give all my effort out for them and try to be the best player and teammate I can be for those guys.
Last year, Bridges almost averaged 20 points per game. Back with Brunson, back with Hart. Remember, also played with Campaign when the two of them were with Phoenix. Yep. So what might that mean for Bridges' adjustment?
That type of continuity and looking around the locker room and knowing some faces when you come to a new team, it really helps. It's going to take some time for him to adjust to the coaching staff. He's been in Brooklyn, which is a similar city to New York, although it's not New York City by any means. But he's going to be an outstanding addition to this team, and you need a guy like that to guard those wings up in Boston, Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brunson, a remarkable year last year, leading the way, and this offseason, consequential for him, named team captain, also signed a contract extension for a lot less money than he could have signed for. Here's Brunson on the decision.
Signing the extension this offseason really just helped clear my mind for future. My family and I are definitely set, and it doesn't really change anything in our lives. But just to know that I'm good and I'm here and I want to be here for the long run, and it means the world to be a New York Knick. Becoming a captain this offseason really means a lot to me. I don't take it for granted. It's something that I didn't really think I would be named, but just through hard work and sticking to who I am and not changing, I was allowed to achieve that, and it's something I will not take lightly, and I'm just happy and I'm honored.
Well, you always say that the NBA stands for the National Business Association. How about Brunson leaving all that money on the table as a sign of his leadership?
He wants to win, and those are to me, the best leaders are the leaders that lead by example, and that speaks waves of how important it is for him to surround himself with as good a teammates as possible in order to bring a championship to this city. The season he had last year was just absolutely incredible. I had to look again, 28.7 points. I didn't realize his average got that high. 4th in the NBA. I don't know if he's going to average that many points this year with the depth and the versatility on this roster. He's still a point guard. He looks to get his guys involved. He'll do whatever it takes to help his team win. He had to look to shoot a lot more than I think he even wanted to last year, because that's what his team needed for him to advance to almost the Eastern Conference Finals. But having Jalen Brunson in a New York Knicks uniform long-term, having that contract behind you, and all you have to focus on right now is winning and trying to accomplish the ultimate goal in an NBA uniform, which is winning a championship, that's what a true leader shows by example and how he does it.